Welcome students. In this video we will study present, past and future perfect continuous tense. Students, in the previous video we have discussed indefinite tense, continuous tense and perfect tense, and today we are going to study perfect continuous tense. Dear students, perfect continuous tense is used to describe an action which began in the past and still is going on and may continue in the future as well. And such actions may belong to any time. It can be present, past or future. Let's talk about some key points for perfect continuous tense. Students, in perfect continuous tense, like a continuous tense, we'll use always first form of verb with ing. In perfect continuous tense, we'll use been with all the helping verbs. Such as in present tense, we'll use has been, have been. In past, we'll use had been. And in future, we will use will have been and shall have been, according to the subject in the sentence. Dear students, we need to discuss here one more important thing in perfect continuous tense, that is use of since and for. Because always when we are talking about perfect continuous tense, we'll have since or for in the sentence. Since will be used always with point of time. Remember, since is used with point of time, and for always used with period of time. For used with period of time. Let's talk about for. First of all, for will be used with hours, minutes and seconds. With a number of days. For will be used with a number of days. For example, for 1 day, for 2 days. For will be used with number of weeks, years and months, such as for 1 year, for 1 week, for 1 month. And for again is used with period of time. With period of time for a very long time, such as you can see here, for the whole night, for ages together, for 2 decades and for half a century, for a long time. Whenever we are talking about long time, we can use for in that case. Now let's talk about use of since in a sentence. Students, as we have discussed, since is always used with point of time. We are talking about fixed point of time in a sentence. Such as with o'clock, as given here, since 8 o'clock. With days of week, such as since Monday, since Friday. With name of a month, since March, since December. After that, with name of a particular year, such as since 1947, since 1920, since 2019, anything it can be. And for a point of time, since again used for a point of time, like when we are talking about in a sentence for a long time, since last night, since the last century, since he got married, since day before yesterday, when we are talking about long duration of time. Now let's talk about different sentence structures in perfect continuous tense, starting with affirmative sentence. First of all, present tense, we will have here subject in the sentence, then has been, have been, again first form of verb followed by since or for. Let's take an example here in the given sentence. It has been raining since morning. Subject it. Because it has singular subject, so we are using singular verb has, followed by been. First form of verb, rain with ing, raining since morning. Students, here we are talking about point of time, that is morning, so that's why we are using here since. Let's talk about past tense sentence structure in perfect continuous affirmative sentence. Again, first of all, we have here subject had been with first form of verb, again followed by since for. Look at the given example here again. It had been raining for many days. it subject had been raining here, first form of verb with ing, many days. Here we are talking about period of time, that's why we are using here for. Yes, students, remember here one thing, in the first sentence we used since, because here we have morning, that is considered as point of time. In the second sentence we used for, because here we do have many days, that is regarded as period of time. Now let's talk about future tense sentence structure. First of all, again we have subject, will, shall, followed by have been according to the subject with first form of verb, and ing followed by since or for. Let's take an example. We shall have been reading for many hours. We shall have been, first form of verb, reading for many hours. Again students, here we are talking about a period of time, that's why we are using here for. This way we do have here a complete sentence, that is, we shall have been reading for many hours. Now let's talk about another kind of sentence, that is negative sentence. Students, remember one thing, in negative sentence we'll add one more thing, that is not, because here we are talking about negative statements. First of all, we have present tense sentence structure, subject followed by has, have according to subject, followed by not been, because we are talking about negative sentence. Again we have first form in all kind of sentences with ing, always followed by since or for. Look at the given example over here. Children have not been playing for 2 hours. Subject, we do have a subject children, because this is a plural subject, so we are using plural verb have here with not. Then been also used here, first form of verb with ing, playing. Students, in the given sentence again we are talking about a period of time, 2 hours with period of time, that's why we used here for. Now let's talk about past tense sentence structure. Again, first of all, we'll have subject with had not been with first form of verb followed by since or for. Students, remember one thing, as we have discussed earlier also, had not been can be written in short form also, hadn't, and same way you can write has not and have not as well, haven't, hasn't. Let's take an example. They had not been living in the house since 1990. They here subject followed by not been, living first form of verb with ing. Here we are talking about a particular year, that is 1990, so it will be regarded as a point of time, that's why we are using here since. This way we do have a complete sentence here, that is, they had not been living in the house since 1990. Let's talk about future tense sentence structure. First of all, we'll have subject followed by will, shall with not, because it's a negative sentence, have plus been, and first form of verb with since or for. Look at the given sentence over here. We shall not have been reading for many hours. Here we shall not have been, negative sentence, first form of verb, reading for many hours. Many hours. Students, here we are talking about period of time, so that's why we used here for. Once again, have a quick look into the given sentences here about the use of since and for. In the first sentence we used for, because here we were talking about period of time. In the second sentence we used since, because here we are talking about point of time. Here again we used for, because here again we are talking about period of time. Let's talk about another kind of sentence, that is interrogative sentence. Students, as you know, in interrogative sentences we always use helping verb at the beginning of the sentence actually, before subject, followed by subject, then with been, first form of verb with ing, since or for. Let's take an example. Look in the given sentence. Have children been playing for 2 hours? Here we do have plural subject children, so that's why we used plural verb have. We have studied this in subject verb agreement. Then playing, first form of verb with ing. Here for 2 hours, because we are talking about duration of time, that is period of time, that's why we used here for. Now we'll talk about past tense sentence structure. Again, first of all, had. Helping verb, students, as you know, in past tense we have had for all kinds of subjects. Then after that, subject with been, and first form of verb with ing followed by since or for. Look at the given example over here. Had they been living in the house since 1990? Had they been living, first form of verb with ing. Since 1990, here we do have point of time. That's why we are using here since. Now look at a sentence or structure for future tense. First of all, we'll have a helping verb at the beginning of the sentence, will, shall, subject with have been, first form verb with ing followed by since or for. Look at the given sentence here. Shall we have been reading for many hours? Shall we? Students, as we have discussed, generally we use shall with IRV, and with other subjects we'll use will. Then after that we used here have with been, first form of verb with ing, that is reading many hours. Many hours, here we are talking about duration of time, that is period of time. That's why we used here for. Now let's talk about another kind of sentence, that is interrogative come negative sentence. Students, here we do have a question mark also, and the statement is negative also at the same time. Has, have, helping verb at the beginning of the sentence with subject followed by subject with not been. Again, first form of verb followed by since or for. Look at the given sentence here. Has it been raining since morning? Very simple. We used has here at the beginning of the sentence. Then after that we use not here, because we are talking about interrogative come negative sentence. Then first form of verb with ing, that is raining. Here morning. Morning is a point of time. That's why I use since. Students, it's very simple, because sentence is interrogative as well as negative. So that's why we are using here helping verb at the beginning. Then again here not, and always question mark also at the beginning of the sentence. Let's talk about past tense sentence structure. Had for all kinds of subjects followed by subject with not been, first form of verb with ing, since or for. Look at the given sentence here. Had it not been raining for many days? Had we used at the beginning of the sentence, it subject again in the sentence, not been because negative sentence, first form of verb with ing, raining many days. Many days here again, students, remember point of period of time. Many days means duration or period of time. So that's why in case of period of time we have to use for. Now let's talk about future tense sentence structure. Again, because this is interrogative come negative sentence, helping verb at the beginning followed by subject, then not have been, after that first form of verb followed by since or for. Look at the given example. Shall we not have been reading for many hours? Shall here, because we are talking about we. So generally with we use shall. Negative sentence, then we have used after subject not have been. First form of verb with ing, that is here reading. Now in the given sentence, for many hours, again we are talking about period of time. That's why I used for in the given sentence. Students, now let's have a quick recapitulation of the important points we discussed in perfect continuous tense. First of all, we'll use always first form of verb with ing. Secondly, since is used with point of time, and for is used with period of time. And another important thing, been is used with all the helping verbs such as has, have, had, will or shall. And another important point here is perfect continuous tense is used to describe an action which began in the past and is still going on. Dear students, I hope you have understood this particular tense. Do watch this video once again for a better understanding and frame your own examples and sentences for every sentence structure. And I hope you have subscribed my channel. If not, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you always be updated with my important upcoming videos. So students, thanks and good luck.